Hey guys, what is up? It is me, Pagey, here once again with another video on Superman and Lois. So whilst we're in the midst of what is going on around the world, we of course have various things that are delayed in regards to their release, such as movies and even episodes of television shows. But we are of course having various productions on movies and TV shows delayed or shut down, which is causing various issues for multiple studios. Of course, we know the DC TV shows left to film episodes are currently shut down, that of course being Batwoman, Supergirl, and The Flash, with them most likely not returning to film for another couple of months, maybe June at the earliest or something like that. But the other thing that of course is being hit by what is going on at the moment is that of pilot season, a period in the year where a plethora of various potential series film their pilots, looking to be picked up for for a full season on various networks, and this includes the new DC TV and Arrowverse show of Superman and Lois. Now, Superman and Lois is in a bit of a luckier position compared to other pilots going around due to the fact that it was already picked up for series order before even filming its pilot, and this mainly comes down to the fact that, well, it's freaking Superman. No need to test the waters with that character. Yeah, he's the most well-known superhero in existence alongside Batman and probably Spider-Man. Everyone knows who Superman is. It was reported by local insiders in regards to the filming community in Vancouver that any production and work revolved around Superman and Lois in Vancouver was halted a couple of weeks ago, probably about half a week after the DC TV shut down, and they are looking to pick up again in maybe late May or early June, maybe just before the shows will go back to film, or around that exact same period. It's really just waiting on news, I guess. But this does line up with what a lot of other, shows and movies are aiming for. This delay just means that if Comic-Con, San Diego Comic-Con is on this year, the pilot won't air there most likely, and press and media won't get an early review copy of the episode until later in the year, probably just before the actual show starts on TV compared to the normal time they would get it, which is around late May. But the main thing to talk about in this video has to do with some character breakdowns for Superman and Lois, which show that we will be getting a couple of recasts of characters for Superman and Lois, for your characters that have previously been seen in the Arrowverse beforehand on Supergirl. While others, give us more insight into characters that will feature heavily throughout the first season, and actually give us an age for a certain character which might, shake things up a bit for what people are thinking. But of course, throughout the video, be sure to let me know your various opinions in the comment section down below. What do you think of this? Do you have any fan casts you'd like to see for these certain characters and everything like that? And what are your thoughts on that big twist with, I think it might be the last thing we talk about, so I'm interested to see what you guys think of that twist with the casting that comes at the end. But leave all of your various opinions in the comment section down below. And of course, if you're going to enjoy the video, why not drop a like on the video to show your support and excitement for what's coming. So the information or the report for this is coming from the Illuminati, not the Illuminati, the Illuminati. The link to their report will be in the description down below if you want to go check it out, but here's what we can take from it. So the first character, for these casting breakdowns is that of Lana Lang, who went under the name, or the casting name of Sally Bunyan, with the production looking to cast a diverse 35 to 39-year-old actress. Sally is described as a loan officer at a bank who is married to Kyle Bunyan, who has two daughters, 16-year-old Sarah and 8-year-old Sophie. The casting description notes that they are looking for these series regular roles to be portrayed by diverse actors, so I'm sure comic Twitter will be loving the fact that another red-headed character is being race-bent, that of course being Lana Lang. That'll be a fun thing to read, I'm sure, whether it's when they cast the character or when the show starts airing. It's going to be one of the two, but it's going to be fun. If you can sense the sarcasm, then thank the Lord. The casting description continues saying that Sally's life takes a turn when she reconnects with her high school boyfriend, which in turn is another straining factor in her marriage to Kyle. In regards to her husband, the casting department is looking for a diverse actor between 35 and 39 to play Kyle, a fire station chief who has basically become a hero in his own right to the town. Described as being an alcoholic who has seen a lot of darkness and humanity, Kyle has some problematic attitude issues that affect those around him. With this, it will be interesting to see how Clark coming back into Smallville and just the town in general affects their marriage. He's obviously going to be the high school boyfriend that Lana connects with, so maybe Kyle might find out. It wouldn't surprise me if Kyle as a character maybe finds out that Clark is Superman in this show. That wouldn't surprise me in the slightest. That's an early prediction, and they haven't even filmed the episode yet, so there we go. Now, Sarah, who is, of course, the 16-year-old daughter, so the eldest, is a gifted, popular teenage girl who is keeping some dark secrets that she only begins to reveal when she begins a relationship with a certain boy. And this certain boy should be, I think it's Jordan, the athletic boy. Oh, maybe it's the, I don't know, it's going to be one of the sons, obviously. It's going to be one of the sons of Clark and Lois. I'm just trying to pick out which one it would be. Will it be the one that's on computers and has anxiety, or is it going to be the athlete? It could be either, but I'm pretty sure this Sarah character, like the darkness or the dark secrets, is that she tried to take her own life. I don't know how long before like the storyline of the show in regards to their timeline, but she would have tried to take her own life, at least in the original premise for her character. So it'll be interesting to see where they take that character. But then we have Sophie, who is the 8-year-old daughter, and she is described as a young girl who tends to embarrass her family. So these descriptions do really set up like Lana Lang and her family having a decent sized role in the show, and their own fair share of stories to tell that I'm sure will intertwine with the main characters of the Kent family, especially they have the eldest daughter being in a relationship with one of the sons, and just the fact that Lana Lang was Clark's ex-girlfriend and stuff like that. So it's going to be interesting to see how they intertwine and stuff. When they said that Lana Lang was going to be in this show, I was like, oh, okay. Didn't think they would do that because Lana was a big part of Smallville, so I didn't think they'd make her a big part of this show as well. But it's a different version. They're going to have a different take and stuff. This is more of an experienced Lana, if you want to call it. Some Lana that's gone through stuff, and you never know. She probably or might know that Clark is Superman as well. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they intertwine her story with her family and everything like that. Now here's when we get to like the recastings for this show. So Superman and Lois is looking for a Caucasian actor in his 60s to play Samuel, a serious army general whose main mission is to protect the United States of America as well as the world from any threats, whether it comes from on or off Earth. Anyone who works for or together with him is expected to perform 100%. To perform, I guess, at 110%, no matter what. It's not worded well there. Now, this character is, of course, that of Sam Lane, who is the father of Lois Lane. I guess you could include Lucy Lane, who was in Supergirl Season 1 as well, but I'd be surprised if Lucy Lane appeared at all. Fun fact, she was the ex-wife of Channing Tatum, so Channing all over your Tatum. But, now, he was in Supergirl Season 1. He was played by Glenn Morshower, I think that's how you pronounce his last name. But that's when he was last seen. And he's been referenced, I think, but he was last seen in Supergirl Season 1. He wasn't even in like a ridiculous amount of episodes. He was in like several or something like that. So he was last seen in Supergirl Season 1. I think the last thing we saw him do, or it's one of the last things he did, was give Maxwell Lord something, like can't remember what it was called. It doesn't really matter because that storyline went nowhere because we haven't had Maxwell Lord on the show since Season 1 either. They just ditched that because the actor didn't want to move it to Vancouver. But obviously, like another character we will go over in a second, crisis happens. So faces can change, everything like that. And this is one of the examples of that. So yeah, it's not too surprising they're recasting because it was so long ago. And I don't know if the actor's on another show or committed or something like that, but yeah. Now next up is the Morgan Edge character for Superman and Lois, who in the casting calls is going under the name of Sebastian Saint. Now they are looking for an actor in his 40s of any ethnicity. Sebastian is a smart, forceful, and intense billionaire who has for some reason continued to succeed. Sebastian's natural gift to drive can benefit others while it can become someone's hell. From what we know about Morgan on this show, this is most likely him, and it is disappointing to not see Adrian Pasdar return to the role, as I thought he was really good in Supergirl Season 3 for the parts he was in. He's a really good actor. He's also in like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and stuff like that, and I think Heroes as well. Now, Morgan did go to prison last time we saw him, I think, so the character will just have a retcon with all of that, I'm assuming, due to Crisis, and that never happened. But I am looking forward to seeing where they take this character in general, and which actor they cast, because as I said, it's got to live it to Adrian Pasdar, who I think was pretty good. Now, the final series regular part they're looking for is Ryan Simmons, who is a diverse male in his late 20s or 30s, or early 30s when I say, teased as being a man who has lost everything that he holds dear in life. Ryan's sole purpose now is to go after everyone who is responsible for destroying his life, battling with appeasing his inner rage that is getting worse. Now, this does line up with what was revealed about the potential season-long villain for the first season of Superman and Lois. And here's the spoiler warning, I'll give you 2 seconds. 1, 2... This apparently is a version of Lex Luthor, or he's called Captain Luthor, he was called. So it's not 100% Lex Luthor, it's just Captain Luthor. That was what was revealed in the pilot script. I will leave the link to the video I did on that in the description down below if you want to get all the details on it. But it is interesting to see that they are casting so young, and also there's the option for it to be diverse. So it could be a black, Latino, Asian actor to be Captain Luthor. If this is Captain Luthor, this could be some completely different character that maybe is going to be like the villain of the week for episode 2 or 3. We don't know, but it's included in like a lot of series regular roles, so you have to assume this is a series regular role. So if it is fitting in with that Captain Luthor thing, then it's pretty interesting. There was word from people that are sort of intertwined or involved with Supergirl that John Cryer was actually leaving Supergirl to be on this show, but you can't trust that 100%, especially when they hadn't even filmed the thing, and also it was actually a couple of months out from everything at that time as well. But I'm intrigued to see if this casting is for that Captain Luthor character, because as I said, they're going very young with a late 20s to early 30s compared to, like a 40s or 50s you'd expect for Lex Luthor. And also they've added in the option that it could be a diverse male. So I don't know what they're going to do there. Going off that, it doesn't seem like Lex, but the actual description of the character where he's lost everything in his life and he's seeking out the people that are responsible and stuff like that, that ties into what that Captain Luthor tease was in the pilot script. So it's going to be interesting to see where they go if this is that Captain Luthor character. But overall, I'm looking forward to this show. I think from what I don't think, because I know, because from what I've told, the production team on this is actually really good. The director is the one that directed the Riverdale pilot, but if you actually watch the Riverdale pilot, it's a really well done pilot in regards to the directing and stuff like that. So I'm excited to see who they get elsewhere throughout the season, everything like that. But I'm looking forward to it. I don't think they're going to mess around too much with the Superman property, and so I think apparently there's a lot of money being put into this because it's also tied to HBO Max, the new WB or Warner Brothers streaming service. So there's extra money attached. That means it's going to be higher stakes. I don't think they're going to mess around too much with this. So I'm looking for this different take on Superman and, more experienced Superman that's, trying to settle down while also trying to still be Superman as well. So I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, it'd be awesome if you could drop a like on it to show support. Let me know in the comment section down below your various opinions on this. What are your thoughts of these various castings? As I said, if you have any fan castings, let me know them in the comment section down below. And of course, if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. And yeah, catch you guys later. Goodbye.